Hi, Billy's here, and today I wanted to share with you guys there's an Animal Crossing drawing that I have been working on. Now, I've been doing this mainly on my Twitch streams, which I will leave the link down below if you ever want to come and say hi. We always have a lot of fun. So, I have finally, recently, actually, got all the Animal Crossing villagers that I want. For now. Granted, I know things can change. And I wanted to see how I would portray them as humans. So this is me. You can see the process here where I skipped over all of the sketching process because it was so long. You guys, I was when I was doing this, even like speeding it up, it was like already 15 minutes by itself just with the sketch, and I was like, oh gosh, they don't really need to see all that, do they? So I cut that part. But you can still see here kind of my process of how I wanted the characters to look. I started off with Sasha, the new bunny, who of course I had to get. And I knew that he was really into his phones and gave me kind of like a preppy pretty boy look. So it's kind of how I did him. His hair was tricky. I couldn't figure out how exactly I wanted to do his hair. Dottie was another rabbit. Super easy. Super duper easy. I just knew like preppy, cute, popular girl. So not difficult at all. The same with Cat. As you can see here, this is Cat, my first sisterly villager, I guess, who's just so cool. She gives me such like a, you know, bad mama jamma, me rocking with my leather jacket type feel. It's really cool. I really like her a lot. You can also see Tangy. Tangy, I think, is one of the most recognizable villagers that I had, or of the designs, that is. And she was a lot of fun. I love Tangy. I didn't think I would like Tangy. I've had Rosie as one of my main villagers for the longest of times, and I don't know. I guess I just never clicked with her, and so I let her move on. I was like, go do bigger and better things, and then I got Tangy instead, and I absolutely adore Tangy. I do. I'm working on giving her a little orange restaurant, you know, juice stand, whatever, outside our house. It's really fun. So Bob was really easy. Bob was another character where I kind of struggled with his hair. I don't know what it was. In the beginning, I ended up making his hair look like something Patrick Star. I don't even know. It was bad. But and I had asked. I was like, oh my gosh, you guys, what do you think? And someone had recommended. Oh, I can't remember his name at the time, but I looked this person up, and it was just big, poofy, curly hair. And I went, you know what? I can see that. I can vibe with that. So I did that, and I can definitely see that, and I imagine like sometimes Bob putting his hair back and stuff. Really silly, really fun. Flora was also very easy. I love Flamingos, so I got her recently, and she's just really cute. I have a lot of peppy villagers, if you can't tell. I think peppy, normal, and lazy are probably my 3 top favorite villager types. But I have, you know, I've been playing the game since it first came out, so of course I've had all the reactions from all the different types of villagers. You know, I've seen them all. I got it. Don't you worry. So Eric, funny story. I really wanted to get Eric the moose because my husband's name is Eric, and I was like, well, I can't not. And my Eric actually really likes deer and hunting and all that jazz, and I was like, well, now I have to. So I was kind of at a weird standstill though, because I knew Sasha was lazy and I already had Bob, and Bob was lazy. I'm like, golly, do I want 3 lazy villagers? But I just did it anyways. I just went with it. It's fine. Now, Vesta was someone I didn't really expect to get, but when I did, I loved her. So I love sheep, and like back in Pokemon Sword and Shield, Wooloo is like one of my favorite Pokemon from that, and I even have the shiny one, which is a black sheep. And there's just something about it. I was like, man, I have to get this character. I have to. She's just too good. She's too good. But she was a lot of fun to design. Lolly, piece of cake. I didn't struggle with Lolly or Kiki either. Kiki's also right there. I know some people don't really like to have too many normal types, but I've had both Lolly and Kiki on my island for so long. Like very, very long, and they've always like given me really good girlfriend or BFF, you know, however you want to look at it. Just really close vibes, you know, like they really like each other. It's just really cute. So I've kept them both. I don't think it's that much of a big deal. It's my island. I'm gonna have who I want on it, you know. But yeah, it was a lot of fun trying to figure out all these designs. The colors aren't anything special. Most of it I draw, or I took the color swatch like right off the actual Animal Crossing's characters themselves and slapped it on. Yeah. But yeah, I just finished working on this kind of recently, and of course Christmas is coming up, and I really want to do another Christmas piece, but I just haven't figured out exactly what yet. So here's a little funny story for you guys. I recently moved into my own house by myself, or with my husband, but by ourselves. So we don't have any Christmas decorations, like at all. And of course, I want to decorate the house outside, because this is one of the few times, you know, growing up, we lived in a house in the woods. Like, we didn't worry about putting up Christmas lights. No one would ever really see it. And this is the first time I finally live in a neighborhood where I can do that. The only problem is we don't have Christmas lights. We are actually reusing some old lights that we've kept from our wedding. And then here comes another issue. We don't have anything to hang it from. You know, people in chat were telling me like, oh, Christmas lights, sometimes you can buy these little clips that you put on the gutter, or sometimes the Christmas lights come with clips. But we didn't have any of that, and I guess we were too lazy to go to Walmart, because we'd been to Walmart the day of. We used packaging tape. Now, I know that's a little weird, but hear me out. It surprisingly works. It really has, I'm honest. We used packaging tape as well for our Halloween decorations, and we were like, well, why not try? So that's what we were doing. We used packaging tape to string up the lights and everything, and it hasn't fallen yet. Granted, it's only been like not even 4 days, but we'll see. I'll let you know. I'll let you know how it goes. I'm really hoping it sticks up. If not, we're gonna have a big of an issue, because also we don't have a ladder. We had to borrow a neighbor's ladder. And it was not a whole ordeal, but it did kind of suck, you know. We just don't have the space. We don't have a space for a ladder in our house. What do you think we're gonna do about that? But anyways, back to the drawing. So I always start off with, after doing the line art, with doing a flat color, of course. And I kind of go back and forth between doing... I'm a very messy colorer. Colorer? Is that the right word? I don't know. That's the word I'm gonna use. I don't really like block everything out and then swap the color later on. You know, I've seen a lot of artists do. I literally go like, all right, coloring book, let's go. I just like color within the lines. And I know it's a little different, but it's the way I do it, and I've always done, and I doubt I'm gonna change. It's fun for me. It really is. Now, Flora's dress here, you can see me struggle a little bit with it. Well, for a split second. I think I cut a lot of it out because I just couldn't figure it out. I don't know if you guys know, maybe I can throw it up on the screen. But Flora's endgame model dress is just very like crazy and polka dots, and it's kind of a little bit tacky. And then the Flora that I designed was more beach, summer, pretty vibes, I guess. And it just wasn't, look, the patterns weren't really matching, and it's okay. So I definitely had to tone it down a lot with the dots, but that was a bit of a struggle for sure. A little bit with the same with Vesta's outfit here. Vesta is maybe my least favorite design, just in the case of maybe it's her outfit or something, but that was kind of the one I struggled almost the most with, which is a little unusual. Everyone else, I was pretty easy to be like, oh yeah, they're gonna wear this kind of shirt, they're gonna wear this kind of pants, you know, their endgame model basically shows exactly what they're wearing. Vesta, I wasn't sure. Obviously, she has some kind of like orange sweater on, but at first I was gonna give her a jacket, and I didn't give her a jacket, if you can't tell. So, it was a little trickier. Absolutely. Now, Wally is probably one of the characters that I didn't think I would enjoy the design so much of. Like, my top favorite is Tangy, right? Like, out of design options, I was like, I had so much fun doing her. You know, she gives me 70s disco vibes, basically. Wally is something like, I would wear her outfit, and I would put my hair up in space buns like her. So I didn't, I guess I just didn't really expect to have so much fun with it. And she just gives such little Christmas sweater vibes. Oh, she's so cute. The same with Kiki. Now Kiki, I kind of had already known going into it what I wanted to do. I knew she was gonna be dark. I knew she was gonna have black hair. I obviously knew the sweater she was going to have, and I didn't have to think too much hard about it, which is fine. You know, it's perfectly okay for designs to not be so complex, in my opinion. Now that being said, I mean, kind of the same with Sasha. Sasha just has a coat or a varsity jacket, you know, and I just slapped some pants on. I went, all right, you're good. But so here we are, finally getting into the shading process, or the shadows, or whatever you want to call it. Now, the way I do this is I always have a multiply layer set, and I always have to fiddle around a little with like, oh, do I want it to be a warm temperature or a cool temperature? I think I went with warm for this one, or kind of like a pinky tone, you know. I keep the opacity high at first just to mark everything, and then I'll go back and swatch stuff up. And you can also see there's so many mistakes. I'll notice like, oh, I didn't color in like this one spot beside this line because I use very thick lines. Anyway, so, but yeah, this is basically the last little end of it is going to be all of this. Now, you guys just enjoy. You guys watch it for a little bit. I'll see y'all in a second. We have some friends coming over who are supposed to play some board games and maybe video games, and I for sure have to kick their butt at Super Smash Brothers, so you know how it is. I'll see y'all later. Bye.